I don't know if this is going to help or not. Alright, let's see if this is going to help or not. I clicked on the network optimizations. I don't know if this is going to make a difference. Alright, so workshop etiquette. Rule number 1, clean up after your experiments. I don't want to see stagnant puddles or shards of Adra where people are expected to walk. Rule number 2, label your experiments. Is your corpse a terrible accident or a work in progress? Rule number 3, no stealing resources. Governor Vidaro grants us what we need for our assigned duties and not a copper wire more. No one should have to steal. Rule number 4, Elia Rossel is not allowed inside the workshop. Self-explanatory. Rule number 5, no food or drink. From now on, research notes stained with spilled tea will not be accepted.
It's the essence I'm concerned about.
This again. You're beginning to
Recent
sound
history
like
of Queen's
Jack
birth, the
now.
arrival of the Valians.
Have you ever stopped and listened to her? She's onto something.
I'm sure her mother and father were onto something, and look what happened to them.
Oh, well, let me up there. Alright. This is missing in a dragon heart. Do.
Ado, welcome to my fine establishment, amigo.
Journal of Valentio Casanueva. Thank you.
I had one job, but I couldn't even do that.
Bone and Boa. Lieutenant Fidelio.
Look out for her, Fidelio. How hard could that have been?
Can I help you? Another troubled Fiorian? Is everyone in the city miserable?
If I could help myself, do you think I'd be in here? I don't mean that. I have a lot on my plate.
Where's the rest of your squad? Shouldn't you be out on patrol? Burden shared is a burden lifted, you know. I've got time. What's the matter? I've been known to help for a price. You're not going to solve anything staring into the bottle.
Well, I suppose the worst I can do at this point is waste your time. I'm Fidelio, Lieutenant Fidelio Sarat. I lead one of our ranger outfits. At least, for now, it is.
Ma. For now, that sounds ominous. Fiora is in trouble if it can't support its rangers anymore. I hope you're not being demoted.
We were helping with the recovery effort until we hit a snag. My 2 youngest rangers were supposed to report back from their rounds. I assumed they'd turn up. But it's been 3 days now. They're still not here.
If you need them found, I'm at your service. They've disappeared before, haven't they? It's not much to go on. 3 days is a little late to start looking for them.
Praise Helia.
Oh,
Their
Helia.
names are Belena and Adalaro. I doubt they'll be apart. They were good rangers once, but since they've caught each other's eye, all they do is sneak off to,
Get to know each, dip the pen in the inkwell, have relations, screw each other.
That's a delicate way to put it.
Well, there's worse places to make the four-legged beast. I promise you that.
New recruits running off with each other? Oh man, this brings me back.
Anyway, I never thought I had any cause for concern. They always found their way back eventually, but they haven't this time. They're out there, all alone, and they could be in danger, and I...
You don't have to explain yourself. I'd be worried about my charges too. Maybe they're not finished, if you get my drift. And you're here drowning your sorrow. Some leader. I'm sure a bear's eaten them by now.
The last time I saw them, I sent them to patrol the northern riverbed. If you go that way, please, keep an eye out for them. I'm losing my mind in here.
2 young Nimdutin wandering out by a river. Consider them found.
Maybe we don't look too soon. Give them a while. You know what I mean?
Pour you a drink, good like?
The crops are ruined.
Can anything be done?
Bly thinks I ought to give up farming, leave Emerald Stair.
And the
And there's the drops again. Adelaro, my love, I want to see you again. What about our patrol tomorrow night? The woods will give us some privacy. Don't breathe a word to Aina, though. She went straight to the captain last time, Belena.
animancers are useless. You heard them arguing out there.
Mindless academics.
Well,
a lot of
I'll
it.
be a godlike in the bone and bore. Apologies for the ruckus outside. The animancers never know when to shut their mouths.
And then entertaining to watch.
I might be more amused if it didn't happen so often. But that's animancers for you. Except Giata and Quilici, that is. They are the only animancers taking the Dream Scourge seriously.
Not taking the Dream Scourge seriously is a mistake. You ought to trust in the gods over animancy, but what do you think? At least they have the power of animancy at their side.
Try telling that to Vidaro and the animancers. But the rest of us, we've all heard the rumors from outside. Animals gone mad, terrors stalking the wilderness day and night.
Terror have always stalked the wilderness day and night. The stories are true. I've seen the Dream Scourge myself. I'm sure it's nothing to worry about.
True. But now, they do so without fear. And that's not even our biggest problem. We've had crops fail before, but never food rations. The governor says it's just a temporary precaution, but I am not buying it. So, we ought to drink while we can. Agreed? Anything I can get you?
Tell me about the bone and boar.
What are you fixing to know?
Like a little history about the place.
I opened the place after my brother cut me out of the family business years ago. I opened the Bone and Boar for all the customers he found undesirable. The rough types.
Sounds like a classic sibling rivalry. What was the family business? Interesting. Thanks for humoring.
In a word,
Tea.
tea. My parents were the first owners of the gifted magpie. Mom was an animancer, and the pa wasn't. They fought constantly. Because of that, my brother Hector hates conflict. It's ruined the magpie's business.
I can see how that would happen. Maybe you should reach out to him. How so?
Visit the magpie and talk to him. You'll see what I mean. Now, is there anything else I can get you?
What have you got for sale? Lockpicks. That's all I care about. How many do I got right now? That's it.
Welcome back, envoy.
You've spoken to the sentries lately?
They are like us, spread too thin.
The land's changing. If it's not my crops, it's the roots in my roof.
Don't get me started on the sinkholes.
Do you think Giatta is right?
Maybe. Hope not.
Yo, fix your foot, man.
That did not go as I had planned.
What did you think would happen when you confronted him so?
Well, my first idea was to mess up his house. Maybe break a window or two.
Perhaps I should thank you for showing restraint.
Ecology of the Living Lands by Artur Castle. No one can explain why the living lands naturally grows and thrives in an unnatural manner. We have seen plant life consume mountains overnight, creatures tall enough to knock over mighty trees, and beneath it all, a potent river of wild essence. Civilization has not found a stable foothold in the living lands. Whenever we try, there is some reprisal, almost as if the island knows how to shrug us off. I'm stealing everything in your house because I need it. And I know you do not. Actually, I don't need half this stuff. I keep getting ingredients that I'm not even using. Giatta's Award. The award for best achievement in agriculture goes to Giatta Castle. Thanks to your hard work and innovation, last season's pumpkins were larger, rounder, and grew at record speed. Please join us to receive your reward of 10 copper bars and a slice of Vanessa Pastor's Blue Ribbon Flashberry Pie. Well done, Giatta. You earned it. Q.
I'm sorry you had to see that. What an asshole.
Giatta, some manners if you please.
It's fine.
Why start now?
We're on the verge of extinction. but our governor is too busy protecting his fragile ego.
He must have his reasons. He's focusing on the wrong problems, that's for certain. Then why didn't anyone speak up with you?
What does he know? He isn't even an animancer.
You did challenge his authority.
I know, but... curses. Without Fior Misiverno, I'm hardly even an animancer. My tools, the workshop, all gone.
You stuck to your principles, that's what matters. Can we still fight the Dream Scourge? I'm sorry about your exile. Run off without the governor controlling you.
I wish I could take credit for Giata's stubbornness, but she learned that on her own.
Thanks, old man. At least now I'm free to study whatever I want. On my terms. The Dream Scourge has been a thorn in my side for too long.
How so? You talk like you have a vendetta against it. Once we've cured it, what's next for you? Enough talk, let's focus on the task at hand.
I have plans for this island, and they don't involve the Dream Scourge. But that's a story for another day.
Your parents would be proud to see such tenacity.
Anyway, listen to us babble. Let's talk about you. I never expected to see an Adiran envoy here. You've got a lot of guts showing your face in a town full of animancers.
Well, I'm looking forward to working with you. Not everyone in Ader hates animancy. If we can stay up, I'm willing to look past my biases.
Likewise. They should be educational for us both. Our first order of business is the Dream Scourge, but I'm also curious about you. There aren't many godlike left these days.
Think there might be a connection, as people keep reminding me you're looking at me as though I'm some kind of experiment.
Wouldn't that be a coincidence? I only bring it up because animancy might offer us some insight into your nature. Keep an open mind. While I pack up my belongings, you can help me by...
When you pack, are you alright? Stay focused. Our first order of business is the Dream Scourge.
I don't even know. I just realized this is the end. I have to leave Fior Misiverno. Forever.
Taking all the time you need to think it over. Nothing ends. Think of it as a new beginning with new friends. For God's sakes, Quilici, say something encouraging to your pupil. We don't have nothing ends. Yeah.
Some people don't find out who they really are until they leave home.
You'll be alright. My advice, find a good tavern and learn how to prepare a squirrel over an open flame.
Maybe if I focus on what I have gained, I can learn to accept everything I've lost. When it comes to the Dream Scourge, we haven't been allowed to acknowledge the problem, much less act on a solution. Today, that changes. I need help from the animancers around town, but as you can see, I'm an outcast.
Maybe I'll have better luck. Will your colleagues even talk to me after what happened to you? Won't the governor mind if we interfere?
Don't worry. Ignacy can't banish us all. Monto Pastor is in the workshop due west. He's got an invention that can help us. Elia Rossell is an authority on the undead. Her methods are controversial, but useful. She lives in a cottage southeast of town. And then there's Yvette and Remy, our philosophers. You'll find them at the docks, southeast of Fjord. Each of them owes me a favor. Drop my name and they'll tell you what they know about the Dream Scourge.
Sounds like I have my work cut out for me. What do you expect to learn? Such an eclectic bunch of animancers, so what's your theory on the Dream Scourge anyway?
We're about to make history. But first, research.
Guessing she's not much of a hunter. Might want to get extra rations next time we go shopping.
Godlike, Imperial envoy, research assistant. Who knew?
Metaphysical Frontier by Cordella Castell. Nature as we know it is ours. We dam its rivers, we cut down its forests, but the metaphysical world, the nature next door, that is the true prize. When we can break the spirit world like a stubborn horse, the possibilities are endless. Today we grow crops, tomorrow souls. It's Grimoire. Giata's journal. This crop shortage is a perfect opportunity to test my family's research, but of course I'm getting nowhere with Ignacy. He has the town wrapped around his little finger. You'd think a community of free-thinking animancers would embrace a little innovation, but no, not even to save their lives. What would Mother have done, though? I suppose I don't need to ask. Perhaps I can succeed where she failed, as soon as I gather the courage to enter the lab, someday, just not today. Notes everywhere. Letter from a friend. Giata, are you well? Ever since I moved away, I hear only rumors about what happens inside the walls of Fior Messiverno, and the rumors alone are cause for concern. They say you've been starting fights with the governor, stirring unrest at the workshop, turning animancers against each other. I adore you too much to believe such nonsense, most of it anyway, but allow me to give you a word of advice. There is a pattern to this behavior, even if you think there isn't. You believe that your ambitions are being held back, so you hold them back further by alienating everyone in reach and thus proving your own point. Trust me, I know from experience, as did your mother. Be careful that you don't hurt yourself in the crusade to be proven right. Come and visit me sometime, put aside your worries, and clear your mind. Silvo misses you, Elia. Station of drinks, Giata. Once our patrol is over, a few of the rangers are grabbing drinks at the Bone and Boar. Would you care to join us? Of course, I understand if you're busy again, the offer still stands. It doesn't even have to be with the other rangers. It could just be the two of us, sitting and talking. Well, now I've said too much. You get the idea. Best of luck with your experiments, Messani. Or Masani, I don't know. Thank you, Giata, for the money. Money, money, money. Money. I still gotta go down there. Oh, you're not gonna let me in the window? Alright. Oh, but you'll let me in this one.
Have you heard? Giata's causing trouble at the governor's mansion again.
Animancy for farmers. Farming in Emerald Stair is both simpler and more complicated than other lands, and it's important to understand why. Animancy is the art of soul manipulation. Because we sit atop a rich vein of soul essence, our animancers work miracles of healing, personal enrichment, research, and yes, agriculture. The machines around Fiora Messiverno tap into the flow of essence and use it to give life to the soil. Don't touch the machines or disturb any animants at work. Don't ask questions about what they do or how they do it. If you get sick, someone might escort you to the ruins west of town for observation and final rites, if necessary, and some of the farmhands might not draw breath. Beyond that, it's business as usual.
We should do...
Crumpled letter from Tane. Dear Len, you would love it here. The Living Lands is quite the vacation spot. Even the small mushrooms are as large as giant mushrooms. They remind me of Mara, poor sad Mara, and her mushroom-riddled face. Oh, I haven't met any dragons yet, but I will let you know the instant I do. Then we can both have dragons. Animancy is so much fun. One of the locals set me down in front of his machine and told me that my soul is shaped like an orb. Can you believe that? I offered him a signed copy of my famous spell, Tane's Chaotic Orb, but he said no thanks. His loss, right? Do you still have that locket I gave you? Whenever you're feeling lonely, don't forget to open it and think of me and write back. Your friend, Tane the Archmage, author of Tane's Chaotic Orb. Stupid Lynn hates when I talk about myself and when I call her Lynn and everything about me, but I will get on her good side even if it kills me, which it might if the Living Lands doesn't kill me first.
something about the Dream Scourge.
That's funny.
Simply wait for it to pass.
Be careful with that kind of talk. The governor has ears all over town.
Dangerous Legacy by Archer Castle. PRMS Everno is a dangerous legacy. We exploit the land for its riches, but our way of life is only a generation old. Our children will inherit an ecosystem they barely understand, because we barely understand it. Despite our success, I worry for the future. The animancers who planted these seeds will not be the ones who harvest whatever grows. Oh, now you're not gonna... Wow.
I miss the days of old Maxine.
I see how you are. Alright, let's check this place out over here. This must be like the basement he was talking about. Please go no further. Stop where you are. The Castle family laboratory is closed to the public and hazardous to life. Nothing in here is worth dying for. There is no research or renown to be discovered, only a danger we still do not understand, which may yet linger even in the absence of life. It is important that you understand my parents were the greatest animancers who ever lived, and they did not leave this place the way they entered. What happened to them can happen to you, Giata. Alright, well, let's go in. Unlocks with Giada's basement key? Where am I supposed to find that?
Something the matter? I hope none of my colleagues scared you off.
No, 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 no. We'll talk later.
Don't do anything I wouldn't do.
Notes on a prototype. This parchment is slightly singed as if someone held it over a fire and considered burning it. We made a breakthrough. For the first time, the device successfully gathered essence into the Adra core. I credit the interlocking rings, a design our colleague took from ruins across the sea. She believes the rings pull essence out of the surroundings as wind current pulls dust or pollen, though I am troubled by what this implies. When we use anomancy to mimic a natural process, we get better results. Why? Alright, so where...
Careful! I will get thrown out of the pub! We're already...
We're already thrown out of the pub. Alright, so there's a key. Hidden somewhere. Isn't there? But where would you be? Is it something I can find? Alright, well now I'm curious. Where this key is. I want to know. Alright.
Spirits are truly wonderful, powerful, self-aware, and reach with insight.
Insight?
Frustrated scrawl. Souls are made of essence. Essence is made of. Why are hostile spirits visible to the naked eye? Undiscovered gods. Mapping the beyond. Soul compass. Is that something? How to hide our work from the gods. Tea. Soul tea. If I don't settle on a dissertation topic, my mentor is going to kill me.
You say?
Indeed. The spirits have access to lifetimes of knowledge.
A little knowledge would do me good right about now. A pity I must wait until I'm dead. Hector Brewer.
If you are looking for sanctuary, you have found it. The Gifted Magpie is a house of calm, rational discussion. We have only two rules of conduct. Maintain dignity and speak in a soft tone of voice.
I don't want to. So the opposite of what I heard at the governor's mansion. What is that enchanting smell?
Indeed. There is a reason I prefer to keep the doors closed. Animancers are miracle workers, but their work breeds obsession, rivalry, and bitter disagreement.
You must see a lot of animancers around here. It does? I really just came in for a cup of tea.
Their anxiety keeps me in business. This tea house is where troubled minds come to approach problems from a quieter angle.
You wish I could really use a cup of tea. Sounds like you're running a public service.
Fior Mesiverno values individualism, but I much prefer to focus on the health of the community. Now, will there be anything else?
Some tea, please. Why is this place called the Gifted Magpie?
Believe it or not, this building was once my father's grain warehouse. One day, a magpie landed on the rafters and spoke fluent Valian to anyone who would listen.
What? That's ridiculous. No, it didn't. What did it say?
Among other things, it told my father the recipe for a blueberry tart. Popular item until the recent troubles. Helia is the goddess of birds and creativity. Yes, the spiritual significance of a talking magpie is debatable. But the tale inspired others to make this a haven of creativity. And so, here we are.
What happened to the magpie?
Who knows? Either it flew away on bad business, or it was just a metaphor to begin with. A good story knows where to end itself. The bad ones all end in grief.
It was a metaphor. Can I order some tea?
Regrettably, we are out of tea. My stockpile is exhausted, and the harvest has not kept up with demand. We have other goods for sale, if you care to peruse them. Trinkets I have collected over the years.
No tea in a tea
The
house?
fields have been unproductive of late, and what grows has not risen to our standard. I am hopeful that this is a temporary setback and not a sign of things to come.
Let's see what you have for sale. I'm so broke. Practical pockets. Do I have anything I can sell? Anything at all? Eeny, meeny, me. Beep, 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 beep. No! I didn't mean to do that. Here. 583. I'll come back. I'm too poor for a treasure map. My life is in shambles. Don't judge the godlike. He is poor. He cannot help it. Spent too much money on the Lodestar or Lodestone, whatever it was called, and Audra. We've come full circle. Emerald Stair. Emerald Stair. Oh, this place is small.
Can I interest you in some claveberries or better spells, perhaps?
We'll find out. What do we got? Letter. Beautiful Hector, I write this without hope, knowing you'll never see it. Every day I come into your tea shop, watches your lips mutter about the noise you complain about contention, yet the only contention I feel is within my heart. I order your tea, sit in the corner as you serve other customers, but you never notice. I imagine what has captured your thoughts each time you lose focus and stare at the wall with a blank expression. Each time I wish that it was me you looked at with those glazed, blurry eyes. Forever your magpie, Abrit. Sounds like someone's in love.
Welcome to Poria in Velino, the finest legitimate apothecary of Emerald Stair.
You gotta talk like that, really? How's business going?
5 summers ago, business was thriving. But now charlatans are selling crystals and essence enlargers in the streets. Add rumors of Dream Scourge and everyone is buying from these swindlers. At least you've come in.
You could profit by selling such products yourself, too.
Oh, I could, easily. But in the long run, where would that get me? I would be no better than them. I used to believe animancers would trust science, but I'm beginning to doubt that. At least I don't have to convince you.
I need some supplies. What do you have? Cool. Ooh, hello. Alright, you ain't got nothing for me.
All ingredients are fully stocked.
I was never here. You understand?
Clean out your soul with honest Emil's healing crystals.
You don't have to tell me twice. Oh wait, where's Quilichi at? Hold on.
Is your soul cracked like an old teacup? Buy a crystal today.
Darling, look. Isn't my new vase just beautiful?
Ah, beautiful indeed. Its
Oh,
very
no.
presence brings out the color of your eyes. But is it not too similar to the other artifacts you've collected over the years?
The artifacts have been here longer than you, my love. And here, they'll stay.
I think I read this. Can I steal you from him?
Did you still need something, dearie?
Why do you live here with Quilichi?
Well, when a man and a woman love each other very much.
No.
That's probably enough detail for now. I am sure the envoy can use their imagination.
Oh, I couldn't help myself. The joke was right there, my love. The short answer is that I moved in here with Quilichi several decades ago, and he's yet to tire of me.
How old are you?
Ugh, I could never grow tired of you, but I do often grow tired with you. The distinction is important.
I'll leave you to your vices.
Music to my ears. We'll speak later then. How is Giada holding up?
Oh, she is brave, as always, but...
Alright, so...
Inside, I fear there is something missing. Perhaps don't rush it.
Oh yeah. Please apologize to your customers for the delay in sending this order. I'm afraid we can only send half of what you requested. The herbal yield and emerald stare was less than I'd hoped this season for quality medicinals and tinctures. I hope the shipment suffices for the time being. Sincerely, Abrit, Poria, and Velino. Okay, I did read that.
It's the opposite.
But our methods have always worked. Pull the soil's essence into the crop. Done.
The essence dried
I
up.
want to know...
Like that?
What is that place? That's where I need to get to. It's over here. But is it even possible? Oh, hello. Why did I not open this before? What was I thinking? Oh, I missed it. What the FUBU? Let's try it again, shall we? I just came in here popping shots off with this bow. Would you do anything to stop me? I don't think you would. I don't think you could. Oh! Is there really no way in? I feel like there has to be a way in. Otherwise, I just got hurt for nothing. Apprentice Animancer's Diary. 7th Terestu, I finally done it. I'm studying at the academy. My dreams come true. The equipment here far exceeds anything available to me at home, and the knowledge. My colleagues are all so brilliant. One has even offered me a great boon. Ollie says he has a way of enchanting one's trousers to elevate one's performance in the bedroom. He says it's still experimental, and I mustn't tell anybody, but he promises results. Perhaps I shall find a lover for keeps within this bastion of animancy and kindness. 12th Terestu, I am confounded. My colleagues snicker as I pass. Their laughter is undeniable. I do not understand. Have I committed some great faux pas? Hopefully they can forgive my ignorance. 15th of Teresto. To do. Formulate plan to retrieve pants from atop Monto's animancy machine. Formulate plan to reclaim my honor. Exact revenge upon Ollie. Perhaps try the essence enlarger offered in the town square. Wow. Bro, what did you do? maybe you deserve that embarrassment. Trying to toil with things that you should not be messing with. You think? Did you ever think about that? When you're running.
Come on. My invention is guaranteed to enlarge your essence. A moment of your time, my friend.
Excuse
Tell
me.
me, what do you know about your soul?
Well, I'm a godlike, so I've got some divine heritage, not as much as I would like. Why? What's wrong with it?
Correct. Your soul is an ancient, wondrous thing, suffused with lifetimes of rich, delicious memory. But it's tired, my friend, heavy with the burden of generations, and too weak to survive another turning of the wheel.
Run that by me again? How much do I pay you to light my soul?
That's the beauty of it. The first treatment's on the house. The moment you entered the city, I calibrated my invention to the highest setting and attuned it to your soul. So tell me, how do you feel? Better already, huh?
You use some ridiculous machine on my soul? I feel fine, I guess. My soul feels lighter, as if all my worldly cares have fluttered away.
Another skeptic? Oh well. I can see my talents are wasted here. No charge for the treatment. Best of luck with your soul.
You have a thing for sticking your head in the bear's mouth, don't you?
Well, I mean, it didn't do anything. It's not my fault you're peddling a scam. If I call you out for it. What should I have done? And like, oh no, it's perfectly fine. It did everything I expected it to do. We're good.
Another thing. What if I wasn't a ranger? Of course. What
Like,
would you do?
nah, man.
Hello. Welcome to my fine establishment, amigo.
Let me in! You're not gonna let me in. Manto Pastor.
Oh, I heard there was a new arrival, but I didn't expect a godlike. Welcome to our modest workshop.
Giata and I are investigating the Dream Scourge. What do you know about metaphysical anomalies in the living lands? This place is hardly modest. It's incredible. Explain for a curious outsider, how does animancy work?
More than most, but less than I would like. Unfortunately, I cannot do a lick of research while my equipment is underpowered and overworked.
Maybe I could help you fix it? That's not good. Giata said your machine could help her research.
Ha! A novel idea, that. What I need is a stronger power source.
You're an animancer. Can't you just animance one?
We can't make something out of nothing. We're still limited by our resources. I could use a large single block of Adra, but harvesting it is difficult in this environment. Oh, wait. One of our rangers reported that an Adragon recently died in a western grove.
That's unusual. They can live for centuries. At the risk of stating the obvious, we're standing in front of a massive Adra pillar.
As you've seen, Envoy, there are many unusual things happening lately. An Adragon's
I
heart
am
can
hungry.
hold an immense amount of essence. The grove is to the west, across the chasm. You can't miss it. The rangers say a Delamgon queen holds court there. You may be able to retrieve it without violence, but most Delamgon in these parts are hostile to Keith. So you can understand why none of us went rushing over there to find it when we heard the Adragon had died. Still, Delamgon queens can be reasoned with, so if you want to get the heart peacefully, try not to kill her guards.
I'll see what I can do.
Do be careful. Emerald Stair is not itself these days.
I understand.
If you can convince her to hand it over, I'll be more than impressed.
You know what?
Ado, welcome to my fine establishment.
Let's try, shall we? Shall we do this? Shall we try? Can I prove you wrong, Kai? Ay, ay, ay. Alright.
Oh, it's you. Leave me alone, alright? I'm not looking for trouble.
You're close and familiar. Were you with the rebels in Paradise? You recognize me? Have we met? What are you doing out here all by yourself?
Maybe, maybe not. What's it to you?
Don't mean you any harm. I didn't know there were any Paradisians around here. You're not making much effort to hide yourself. See now, you're spying for them, aren't you?
Well, don't tell anyone I'm here. That damn fool Wolf with his head full of visions. When he wanted to resort to violence, I knew I had to leave. I guess you must have seen something in him I didn't. Hope your mercy doesn't come back to bite ya.
You were brave to stand by your principles. Will you be safe here, or will the Still Garrote search for you? What will you do now?
Maybe I'm brave, maybe I'm stupid. I'll find out eventually. In the meantime, I can sleep at night. Good luck out there.
Well, thank you, I guess.
You go your way, I'll go mine.
I was hoping for a bit more conversation with you, but fine. That's okay. Oh my god, it's way over there. Alright, well. In a mansion's log, my idiotic rival has a lab outside of the city. I've seen them skulking around the walls like a rat in search of cheese. Whatever they're hiding, it'll be mine soon enough. Payback for stealing my research all those years ago. Update, a dead end. Curious, there should be an entrance nearby. No matter, I didn't come this far to give up now. I will find a way inside even if it kills me. Well, it killed you. The door's right there, though. I can see it. Where's the bootin'? There you are. Nice. Memoir of a Visionary, Volume 1. Add to journal. Oh, sorry you had to die, but I found it. So I appreciate you making your body obvious so I could find it. Alright. Not gonna go back that way for now. Let's go over here.
Envoy, over here.
Sure thing, my guy. What are you doing? What are you looking for? Helic?
Good. You finally showed up. I was worried you weren't coming. The name's Keeledge. Pleasure to meet you.
I can't be late for something I haven't been invited to. You're a dear, and were you expecting me?
Not so loud. We don't want to draw attention to ourselves. Hilgard sent me to Emerald Stair to keep an eye on this place. I had orders to make contact as soon as you arrived. I won't talk long. He only wants me to let you know I'm here. If you need to get word to the ambassador, I'm your man.
Come on. Alright, are you a messenger or are you a spy? What's your mission? Why all the cloak and dagger? Does Fiora have a problem with the Darrens being here? Who else has the ambassador sent to Emerald Stair?
Depends on the day. Hilgard told me to blend in, observe, and contact you. Now, I think I'm just supposed to wait and report back in a few days. I'm worried about drawing attention from Ludwine's crew in the meantime. I think they're up to something.
Aren't they always? What do you mean?
I've got a bad feeling about this. I think the scale of their operation is dangerous.
If you're in danger from the Steel Garrote, you should leave. The next time you see someone in the Steel Garrote, find out what where they're based and report back to me. Just keep your head down for now. We're not looking for a fight.
Will do. If it's just the two of us, I don't fancy our odds. Stay safe, Envoy.
I'm not trying to get you killed. Alright, so crossing the bridge is actually where we want to go. Nothing in here. I do.
Let's go. Is that all you got?
How'd you get up there? Why is it taking so long for you to fight? So all you had to do was kill him.
Glad that's over.
But no. You guys decided to take forever trying to kill Azarup. Alright, I'm not gonna go down there right now. Alright, hopefully this ain't one of the ones that he's looking for. Alright, that's good. Alright, oh, okay, good, because we haven't actually gotten there yet, so let's walk around the ledge a little bit. I don't want to go down there. Right. You know, this is pointless. We'll walk along the river in a bit. Yes. Don't forget to check the stock of stores and remember that you may break down your lesser used weapons and armor to ensure you have enough upgrade materials. You can also combine upgrade materials to create upgrade materials of higher quality. For instance, iron chunks can be combined to create steel chunks. I understand. Understand. Alright. That's it. That's all I got out of this. What? Ooh. I can make you exceptional. Nice.
You feeling okay? Seems like you were having a strange dream the other night. You know, I've heard dueling is popular in the Valian republics. You wouldn't think a public argument could feel as brutal, but I'll be damned if Giada didn't draw blood.
Giata had to make her point. Vidara was being unreasonable. It was excessive, loud. Public confrontations rarely win people over. Surprised no one else backed her up.
No doubt. That's why I admire the resolve. Living Landers can be contrarian and combative. That's what sends a lot of us here in the first place. But it's still hard to swim against the tide with your own people, especially when it means getting them to face a hard truth.
This is why I prefer the wilds to court fewer politics. Sometimes you have to take a stand even if it costs you. Are you hinting at a hard conversation that we need to have?
This is what I like about you, and Giada. She knows who she is and what she believes. She's got more clarity and conviction than I had at her age.
She has more clarity than you have now.
Hey, I am a willing victim of my own delusions.
I get it. Losing home is hard, especially when home doesn't love you back. Sometimes you have to cut ties. A home that compromises you isn't worth returning to. No community is perfect, but I wouldn't be so quick to abandon mine.
Can we just talk about something else?
Hey, don't worry. We're talking about Giada's situation.
Right. Wait, what did you think I was talking about?
You.
Anyway, this can't be an easy time for Giada, but I'm glad to have her on our side.
Agreed.
What's on your mind?
Seeing Captain Aelfir in Fiora Messi Verno is unexpected.
And troubling. What was it she said? The Steel Garrote will ensure the safety of Adiran interests?
From what I've seen, the Steel Garrote will do more harm than good to Adiran interests. The Steel Garrote can help while keeping Adiran's hands clean. I'm all for it. What do you think it means?
They aren't going to make you any friends, that's for sure.
That Adiran spy mentioned a Steel Garrote operation, too.
Yeah, he did. Stay sharp. A storm's brewing. And better if we can find it before it finds us.
You've been to Emerald Stair before?
It's been years. It was always green and overgrown, but I don't remember it being quite this...
Aggressive, threatening, lush.
Exactly. Something about Emerald Stair has always been unsettling. Everything in the Living Lands grows wild, but it's different here. Those giant roots, whatever they are, I don't remember them being quite as big or close to the settlement.
It's as if the land is pushing back, like it doesn't want us here. It feels like they're reaching out to connect. Maybe it's related to the Amethyst work.
You must have a death wish.
Marius is right, and I don't usually say that in front of him. If you see anything that looks like it's trying to hug you, draw your weapon, or run.
What do you know about animancy?
Not a whole lot, and I've been happy keeping it that way. Playing around with essence, poking at souls, trying to move them out of and into places they shouldn't be. Oh, it makes me queasy. Though, if we're going to understand the Dream Scourge and your godlike lineage, I suppose we'll have to get comfortable with it. Still, I'm happy to leave those pursuits to other people.
Exactly. Other people. People who are a safe distance away.
Didn't realize Raotalans had a problem with animancy. I've never understood the opposition. Animancy allows us to better understand ourselves in the world. It's dangerous. One of the early experiments took place in Ader and reanimated a violent corpse.
Not the same way Adirans do. We've got no laws against it. I've just always felt more comfortable with things I can see and grasp for myself.
I don't mind a little mystery.
Don't get me wrong, most animancers are nice enough people. But even nice people get strange ideas from time to time.
True. I got questions about you.
My favorite subject.
Who's Tama and what are we retrieving from his cabin?
He was my commander and thirdborn. But he was more than that, too. A mentor, friend. Tama helped me out when I first came to the Living Lands over a decade ago. I was still figuring myself out.
This is you, having figured yourself out.
Hey, now I know I can't stomach rusk snout milk. As for what we'll find, I don't know any more than you.
Really?
All I know is he said it was his most prized possession. And seeing as he was on his deathbed at the time, I wasn't of a mind to ask.
Why have you been putting this off?
Nah, same reason I've got dirty dishes and unmended trousers back home, I guess.
You're the only one I know who can sew for an hour and wind up with a bigger hole than you started with.
Next time you get assassinated, Marius will be the one stitching you up.
What does putting off chores have to do with any of your, if you don't want to talk about it, that's fine.
You know how sometimes you leave a thing unfinished for too long and it just grows bigger and bigger in your mind?
Yes.
I just need to see what he left me. Whether it's one of his old books or one of those fossils he was always collecting.
You just need to know what it is. It's a task you've left unfinished for too long. There's part of you that feels like you owe him this.
A sharpshooter would envy your accuracy, Envoy. I never thought of it like that, but yeah. Enough from me. We've got a long road ahead. Where to start? The man couldn't carry a tune, but it didn't stop him from trying. He'd have the whole tavern singing shanties with him nearly every night of the week. He had a vexing habit of saying the thing you most needed to hear when you were least ready to hear it. He'd give you the shirt off his back and the meat off his plate. But the selfish bastard left the rest of us a world without him in it.
I'm sorry.
Hey, you're not the one who did the leaving. That's why I've got to put this to rest.
That's all I have.
Get some rest, Envoy.
Alright, Marius, what do you want to talk about?
Envoy? Well, that was interesting, right? The woman arguing about the crops failing? Standing up for what you believe against authority. I can respect that. Of course, my method would have been run away under the cover of night, never to return, but yeah, this works for her.
She's right. They're trying to ignore an obvious threat. They can't call out the harvest on the opinions of a single person. You don't think you'd stand up for what you believe? You don't seem like one to avoid conflict.
I don't know. In my experience, it's always the snake you don't see that bites you. Anyway, there's clearly more going on here than a bunch of animancers sitting in dusty labs doing whatever they do all day. Beyond that, nah, I can't help you. Call me when you're back to facing real danger. Right, changing the subject.
Let's talk about Emerald Stair.
Ask away.
Do you have any tips?
Right, changing the subject. Oh, good. Let's have it.
Why don't you want to talk about your life?
Because it's not that interesting, really, and knowing about it won't keep you alive, and I don't like talking about it. So why pry? Wouldn't you rather your wilderness guide be happy and unburdened by thoughts of his past?
Fine, you don't want to talk about it. We want to talk about it. Is it really that bad? When have you ever been happy and unburdened?
I think there was a period of 3 days when I was in training, but I might have dreamt it. I remember sleeping a lot.
I'll get you open up somehow.
Ha! Not without a sharp blade or a barrel of Wodak, you won't.
How'd you learn your survival skills?
When I was a child in Solace, a warden named Alinka taught me the basics. What berries to eat, how to build a shelter, and so on. Later, I started going out on patrols, just to get experience in the wilds. By the time I was 15, I was going out on my own.
Oh, what did you do on patrol?
I was usually part of a small patrol, maybe 4 wardens. We traveled the roads in Galawain's tusks, and I was in charge of camp. We'd make sure the Zarps weren't getting restless, the roads were clear of bandits, and the lava flows weren't flooding. Turns out I was just good at surviving on my own, so I kept doing it, and I kept getting better at it.
So you left Solace because you didn't need it anymore?
Right, changing the subject.
That's enough for now.
Anyway, what do you need? Pleasant dreams.
Yes, sir. Another dream?
The Adra stirs, a crackle of light in a withered field.
Back for more. Are we going to make these dreams a habit? Don't you have better things to do?
The bars stifle us. We cannot recall when last we spoke. Hollow faces in a line. What has come of this place?
Situation in Fiora is dire, someone needs to help them. Honestly, I'm amazed Fiora survived as long as it has. If yours a mess, this is what comes of incompetent leadership.
A hand of generosity, or a gauntlet of steel. We feel them. They bend and hone the essence of the earth. They draw from our veins like a well. What are these rituals?
It's called animancy. They worship at the altar of progress. You're better off not knowing.
A new tongue. An unfamiliar name. A harvest grows. The dead rise. What do they hope to achieve?
They want to heal souls. They want to learn the secrets of life and death. They're trying to influence nature. To learn the secrets of life and death.
Lift the shroud from the wheel. They build walls in their hearts. Why do they not share what they make?
Animancy is illegal in Ader. Animancy is misunderstood. Many people don't trust. The world isn't ready for them. So.
Punished. Cast out. We understand. We peer through the murky water in vain. What is the truth?
Anything that can improve people's lives is worth the risk. No knowledge is good or evil. What matters is how we use it. They can fight Essence all they want, but I'm not sure they'll win. It's a threat to the natural order. It has to be controlled.
Fire that burns the forest feeds the soil with its ash.
Yep.
We have learned much. Dream of soaring wings in your repose.
All right. Continue on the ledge. Oh.
I think I sprained my shoulder.
Are you who we're looking for, or no?
Seems like the readings are stronger by that tree.
Nope.
Be honest. Do you think we'll get anything useful? I don't understand. If we want it to grow, it dies. If we don't want it to, it thrives.
Envoy! Hello. I didn't realize you were listening.
Have you found any interesting data?
Interesting to me, at least.
My colleague is an optimist. We have none to speak of.
We're studying these new growths in the edible wildlife. Ideally, we would find essence. That would mean Adra is to blame.
But all we've done so far is confirm what everyone can see. The vegetation is afflicted, so what?
Keep looking. Something has to turn up. You're the animators here. You'd know better than me. You are starved for resources. There are better ways to help.
She's been saying that every day and nothing ever does.
Come on, Alvaro. The workshop didn't teach us to give up.
I suppose we can give it a week.
We can do better than that. We'll get results.
Well, I'll run along the river at some point, so I'll come back to that. Alright, here's the campfire. So maybe it's you.
Gone. Adelaro's gone. He's a dream. We're all dreams now. So...
Elena.
Hello. Are you a fish too? The sardines shimmer. They swim in silver circles.
Something's not right with her.
Yup.
The Dream Scourge. Is this how it starts? She's probably the ranger Fidelio told us to look out for. Poor kid.
Are you Belena? Lieutenant Fidelio is worried about you. What's your name? We don't mean you any harm. You have the Dream Scourge. Do you understand?
We're Belena? Maybe you're Belena. Where's Adelaro? We need him.
Your lieutenant said you'd be together. We can help you find him if he's missing. Adelaro, is he a ranger? Your partner? Who's we? You're the only one here.
The whispers inside us know. Ask Adelaro. He sees the day and night of everything. Adelaro's face burst into violets when the dreams came. Red violets. He joined the others.
She's talking about another dream thrall. We better find him before he finds us.
She watched that happen to him. God.
A lamb taken from the flock. How do we soothe her?
Your friends speak true. They know us. Help us.
I'll find Adelaro, but you have to promise not to go anywhere. Don't move. I'll tell the lieutenant where to find you. He can help. Come back to town. The Animantress might be able to treat you. You're dangerous. Run far away and don't look back. You're going to die. All I can do is make it quick.
When you find them, they will scream. They will sing with you. Soon the rest of Fior will be swallowed by dreams too. But tell us of Adelaro first. Where is he?
Don't worry, I'll take care of him. If he has a Dream Scourge, there's nothing we can do for him.
If nothing else, you'll spare her from having to see it.
Find him. Give the lieutenant our badges. He swims in the bone and boar. He calls himself Fidelio. He will understand our song. But Adelaro stumbles at the mouth of the river above us. Please, help us sleep soundly.
In his diary, Adelaro reported signs of a Belamgon attack in a camp to the north. Fidelio sent us to investigate straight away. I thought he made it up as soon as he led me off the trail. When he threw me down on the soft grass and kissed me, I knew for sure. I tried to say we'd be in trouble if Fidelio found out, but he was so warm and his hands were so busy by then I didn't care. Who am I? I never could have imagined sneaking off like that until I met Adelaro. He makes me bolder, more willing to live for today. He tells me I'm just as good as any of the others in our squad. Maybe he's right. When he says things will be alright, I believe him. Is it morning? The breeze sings no song of Adelaro. Where is he? The Sea of Green is hiding him. It wants to keep him for itself. Jealous waters. We will search for him in the Sargasso Glades. We know he will turn up sometime. He will turn up sometime. We know. Do we know? Do we know? Alright. Which means you're up there. And we go to Thomas next. Sorry, nature versus nurture. Okay, we're good. We'll just keep going this way. Good lord.
Another glorious battle.
Soul Inbound chapter. You. Come back to you eventually. Alright, so he's over here somewhere.
Here they come. This one's mine.
Well. Adelaro Scrawlings, run away with me, Belena. Fiora will never understand us. They build walls around the forest. They tell us what we can dream. We'll find the tree together. We'll eat the flowers. We'll drink the rain. We'll run. The world belongs to us. Alright, so what's next? This is the Zarup camp. Alright, yeah, let's go over here for the Zarup camp.
Gods, the farmers were right. These Zarups don't seem interested in eating us at all.
always heard they're more scared of us than we are of them.
Interesting.
Cave up on the cliff. Maybe these Zarps are protecting something. And they're still not attacking. Interesting. Smells like Zarps in here.
Come closer now. I know you're there. Don't worry. My friend's here.
Mario.
Ah, there you are. I appreciate your restraint. Most people would have a hard time walking among a camp full of Zarps.
Are you controlling these Zarps somehow? Your friends are attacking local farms. I'm here to stop it. I see no reason to kill anyone who doesn't mean me harm. I'm still deciding how I'm going to deal with you and your friends.
Controlling, yes. Exploiting? No, I don't think so. A trained scout such as yourself knows of Zarps as wild creatures, driven by prey and survival. These Zarps and I have formed a symbiosis, like the poor frog and the abyss viper.
Gods help me. This guy is making sense.
I provide them with safety, prey, and peace, and they help me further some of my more controversial goals.
You're manipulating these Zarps' nature for your own ends, so you're behind the Zarp raids on animantic farm equipment. I don't care what you think you're doing, I'm here to stop it. I'm listening. You have a few moments to tell me what you're trying to do here.
Oh, I'm hardly the one most guilty of manipulating nature here. You may have noticed a couple of things about Emerald Stair. The people are pushing against nature, and nature is pushing back. The Animancers with their soul machines are poisoning the land, driving it to find new ways to protect itself. As a result, the plants are rising up, and the land has afflicted us with the Dream Scourge. It is doing what it can to survive.
So you're forcing the Zarps to break the farmers' machines to save the land. That makes a lot of sense. What's your plan? Marius, does this make any sense to you? Like, you're going to stop the Zarp raids on the farms? Let's see.
I don't know much about the Dream Scourge, but yes, this makes more sense than I'd care to admit.
We destroy the Animancer's equipment, remove the threat, and the land can struggle and grow as has always been intended. Meanwhile, I protect my Zarep friends and keep them from carrying out the bloodier raids they might have done without my direction.
Just trying to protect the land. To support that, I need to speak with my companions.
Good. I hoped you would reach that conclusion on your own. Now, if only the Rangers would call off their patrols, my friends would be free to carry out their work in peace. If you would, kindly ask the farmers to tell the Rangers there is no further Zarep threat. Once you do that, return to me, and I will see you rewarded for your efforts.
Interesting.
I hate that his plan makes sense to me. Doubt smashing a few machines will bring an end to the Dream Scourge, though.
Got a point about that. Of course that had to hurt. Because why would it not? Alright. So what is this place? And what are you trying to hide here? Shatterscarp Gatehouse.
The path is closed. Someone's got to contain this plague. What business do you have in Shatterscarp?
I'm just a common peddler, honest. Would you like to see mine? None yet.
You'd best keep it that way. Name's Martineo. Ranger Martineo. I'm the final word on who crosses this border from either direction. No one comes or goes by this pass. Someone has to contain this plague, might as well be me.
You're doing a fine job. Are you keeping the plague from Emerald Stair or in Emerald Stair? No one stopped me when I traveled to this region. You're doing a piss poor job. Have you looked around lately?
Either? Both? My loyalty is to survival, not politics. As much as I've enjoyed this little chat, it's time for you to turn around and go back the way you came.
If I were to give you a large sum of money, would that very well stay?
You too. As you were.
I'm not here to bribe you. I just want to see what was going on.
Across the border before?
Not since all of this started. They say Shatters are has it worse than us.
Worse than us? Oh.
Do your job, you won't have to find out.
Hello. Little warning to all rangers stationed in the perimeter fort. You must report to a superior officer before leaving the fort, whether on patrol for personal reasons or literally anything at all. Similarly, you must also report to a superior officer whenever coming back. It's not that difficult, everyone. The swamp is a dangerous place. We don't need to add worry about everyone's well-being on top of all the other issues. We are constantly managing failure to report in or out to a superior officer will result in latrine duty on a night when a triple helping of beans accidentally made it to the stew. That sounds terrible. Abide by the rules, everyone. Don't get stuck with triple bean duty. Sodden list. Though much of this note has been rendered illegible from water damage, some of it can still be made out. Need more oil for our blades. The moisture out here is terrible for them. On that note, we're actually running low on a number of supplies. Leather straps for armor upkeep. Food, anything that won't go rotten in a few days' time. Arrows and bullets. Spare animance equipment for downtime recreation. Don't ask. Soap, for the love of all the gods, soap. More soap than you have. We need all of it. I know I'm asking for a lot, but anything you can provide would be, and the rest of the page is waterlogged and missing. There's always a way through. But I honestly don't know what the point of this way is. It's just there. Alright, let's look for the grave site. You guys really trying to fish in swamp?
Hail, traveler!
Mariana.
Good to see you again, Envoy. I told you we'd cross paths once more. If you need to restock, I have some new wares.
How have your travels been since you left onshore?
Well, uneventful enough. Gods be praised. But let's just say I'm more grateful than ever for this hand-me-down equipment. The spoilings in Delimgan out here are vicious, and even the less mobile plant life seems like it wants me dead.
What are you doing camped out here?
Oh, just taking a bit of a breather before I continue. I'd much rather rest a bit here than in Shatterscarp. I've heard the desert can be brutal.
Is there anything else you can tell me about Shatterscarp?
Not much, unfortunately. There's a settlement in the region. Third Born, I believe it's called. Hardy folks. Otherwise, you can expect blazing sands and, if the rumors are true, dream thralls. Poor bastards. If it wasn't the only way to Solace Keep, I'd be avoiding the place like the Dream Scourge.
Let me see what you have to offer. Yay, I got some money back. Alright, what do you got? I'm not wasting money on you. Give me these. Alright, good. I'll do the Awakened Audra later. I just also need to get that treasure map. Excuse me.
Helia was all about art, birds, and pretty things.
Idol of Covert Plot, Scott Shrine Totem, Scon.
Looks like that broke off of something. Wonder where it goes.
Oh, interesting. How did I miss that? Alright, we're not... Yeah, let's not go that way.
Nice job, everyone.
Yeah. So that was a setup. To the brave Fiorian settlers that attempted to tame the swamplands, we leave to you this site to honor your sacrifice. May Serrano welcome you with open arms and guide you on a safe journey around the wheel.
The squirrels will get plenty to eat tonight. A good campfire will feel nice after this.
Yeah.
You know, swamps are always more colorful than I imagined.
Okay. There we go from here.
Here we go.
No. I do gotta go this way now.
Need a better weapon. This is it for me. Going for you.
Bro. the... Who the... How is it going to be, like, no difficulty for this, and I'm surrounded by things that can kill me so easily? Makes no sense. So yeah, we're gonna go back. We got dead bodies everywhere. Belena, where did you go? Alright, we'll turn this in, and that's where I'm going to call it, because I'm hungry. And I might sleep a little bit, I don't know yet.
Please tell me you found them.
Plague got to Adelaro. I'm afraid Belena's not far behind. They both had the plague. I'm sorry, I thought you'd want their badges back. How could you not notice that they had the Dream Scourge, you fool? When I do, you'll be the first to know.
Your rangers lost to the Dream Scourge. Nothing we could do.
The Dream Scourge? Here? Tell me you're joking.
Not only is it here, Vidara's mother is a dream thrall. Make of that what you will. I wish wherever Belena's mind is, it's not here. You're not naive. You had to wonder when they didn't come back. You knew Fior couldn't avoid it forever. Why would I joke about something like that?
So it is. Gods, I saw these signs. I didn't want to believe them. They'd been acting sideways, more than just distracted from their work. I thought it was... Well, I don't have to tell you twice. I was so wrong. I think I know the answer, but is either of them still alive?
Lane is alive. Adelara was dead. I brought their badges back.
Merla, when she turns, Fior will panic. Where is she now?
Still wandering. I don't think even she knows where she is.
Then I can't leave her. I can't kill her either, but I'll have to find the strength. Here. You went to a lot of trouble. You ought to be paid for it. It's time for me to get out of here and actually do my job.
Looks like no one is safe from the Dream Scourge. There's nothing anyone can do.
I really do hope you can end this, Envoy.
Yeah.
Ado! Welcome back. Care to take a look around?
Oh, it wasn't you, it was...
And I really loved him. Deep down.
I have been thinking about the moon. There is no on the land.
You.
Welcome back! What can I get you?
No? Well, who the FUBU had it?
Envoy. Welcome back to the Gifted Magpie. What'll it be? Ah, a pleasure to share your company again.
Oh, I'm outing her.
Traveler.
You know that Albert has a crush on you?
What? I mean, I'm sorry. What? Could you possibly elaborate?
Found a note by her shop. Very steamy. Why don't you ask her yourself? Well, when 2 or more people get attracted... I forget I said. I found a note by her shop. Very steamy.
Oh no, I mean... oh yes? It's just that these sorts of things happen to other people, but never me. I wouldn't even know where to start.
Start by flirting. That usually gets things moving. Marius, any advice? Kai, any advice?
Get a flute? No one could resist a flute.
It seems I need to gather my wits and figure out what to do next. I have no skill with romance, you see. Oh dear. Until next time, traveler.
Alright, so this is where I'll call it. Gotta figure out on leveling myself up, because I can't wander in places and be getting offed like that. But anyways, I'll be back tomorrow or today or whatever time. I don't know yet. We'll see. I appreciate you. Thank you. And I will see you all in the next one.